What's up, family? Um, just a quick video about how back in the day the rappers used to idolize the street people and look up to the street people and listen to their stories and use that as their raps and how they dress. They learned that off the streets. And nowadays the kids and the new generation look toward the rappers for you know, for how to dress and they listen to these rapper stories and now they want to go shooting up, bang bang, and do everything the rappers say they doing it, and the rappers not doing it. They just lying. But back in the day, you had to be, before all this. Like I could show y'all, I'll show y'all pictures because I can't even come up with the words I want to say. But before rap, this is what we seen. I'm about to pause it and show y'all some pictures. This is what we seen in Detroit. I don't know about all cities, but these pictures right here is mostly finna be before rap even came out. Probably Sugar Hill Gang or some old shit was out or something, but I'm gonna show y'all what people looked at like in Detroit. Okay, I'm back, family. Like, look, now this picture right here, this is the guys directly from my neighborhood. They call it the YBI. This is Linwood, 12th and Dexter. And you see how they got these Adidas on and these Adidas shoes, tin tops and devil heads and all that, campaign hats they got on their head. This picture is before rap. This picture is no later than 83. Like this picture probably older than me. This picture could be from 79 to 83. And this what guys was wearing here. This was before Run DMC, LL Cool J, all them. We already seen this, and rappers wanted to imitate this stuff. Like look at these guys is strictly from my neighborhood back in the day, and you see this picture is before at 1985, cause that's Raymond Peoples, and he been gone a long time. Now these is Linwood Dexter dudes. Look at them chains and all them chains and stuff like that. That army hat and all that. We was wearing army hats like that when I was younger, but we didn't get it from no rappers. Look, he got the army jackets and all this. This was the YBI used to wear way before we even seen the Wu Tang or anything. The YBI used to come through Army Down back in the early '80s, and that's how we dress like that. Sometimes we thought I got a picture right now. My ex girl back in the day, I was in the 10th or 11th grade. I had the army same hat and all that. So we seen that before the rappers. Like here go Raymond Peoples, Don King, Bush Jones. These niggas from our neighborhood. Like we even be around their kids and nephews and shit right now. I went to school and grew up with his peoples. The peoples. That's my man, Steve. With these, just showing y'all how Detroit look. Look, this how Detroit look. This is probably 1983 or 4 or something. Rap wasn't out yet. Rap wasn't out yet. You feel me? So we didn't get our influence from the rappers. Rappers got a lot of influence from us. Like, look, this Maserati Rick, this them East Side boys, Boogaloo and them. Look, these boys got mink coats on and donkey rope chains. Maserati Rick been dead since I forgot what year, but it was in the early '80s. This a picture in the early '80s, before rap, before LL Cool J and all them. And even when LL and them came out, they didn't look like this. Look, it's Big Meech in them. This like '85. The what's they call it, the Flannery Brothers, Southwest Detroit. They got chains and we didn't get this from rap. I never seen rappers. Rappers got these chains as like big timers, and they started wearing chains like this. Later in the years, and these dudes. This picture was '85, 85 or '86. Look, Maserati Rick, he had Benzes, and you know, we didn't get that stuff from rap. Look, this right here is in the '60s. Black Power and Black Kingpins in Motown. This was in the '60s. Look up Freddie Matthews and watch his. Frank Matthews, and watch his video. Look, these boys got on coats like Puff Daddy them. You know, with Minks and stuff. We didn't have all this is Detroit. We didn't have to see. We didn't have to see no damn rappers or nothing like that. We didn't get our style from no rappers and stuff like that. We had and this the point I was making. Even all the way up into our years, even when I was in high school and stuff like that, we wore certain stuff that other cities didn't wear. All I like ever since them '80s years, dudes wore Adidas in Detroit. They wore Air Force Ones. That's another popular shoe here. We never heard of no rappers or nothing like that say they had Air Force Ones or nothing till about 2002. And I had my first pair of Air Force Ones in 1993. I'm like, that's Detroit. We used to wear Rockports and Nautica clothes and stuff like that before we even seen rappers do it. Like when Detroit dudes was wearing Guess jeans and Carl Kanai and stuff like that, I never even heard of a Tupac. Never seen him. And Tupac was one of the first rappers they brought in to adapt to turn into this new style. Now, if y'all don't know, Tupac was a very educated, highly, intelligent, soft spoken, good guy, a poet reader when he was growing up. Do you know some people sponsored him and took him out his school in Baltimore and took him to Cali, in the richest city in the Bay Area? I think it's called Marine City. It was the richest city. Tupac was a plant. He was a good nerdy kid when they took him there, and they put him in like Marine City was the best, the most richest suburb in Northern California in the Bay Area, and there it was a one little ghetto spot in a projects or whatever, some buildings, and that's where they moved him to apartments. But I think they set him there so he can learn, adapt to what them kids was doing there, and it wasn't such a bad ghetto. I don't think, And he went there, and them people there didn't accept him at first, but I figured they had better drop him off somewhere, you know, cleaner than like they couldn't take him to Watts or no shit like that. Detroit, they had to take him somewhere where he could learn how the street dudes was doing it and learn how they dress. They put him in that movie Juice, and that's when people in Marine City, you know, started messing with him and started talking with him. Before that, they wouldn't even kick it with Tupac. You know what I mean? And then he started being thug and stuff. By the time I seen him, Detroit niggas was already wearing Croc and I and all that. So he like one of the first plants. And I think that by the time he woke up and they started having to make him do more and more shit, he woke up and started complaining, and that's why they took him out. But he was a plant. I think Scarface was a plant. You know, he was a good guy in his neighborhood, and he knew what to say. He knew what he seen. He came out. He was lying in his rap, adding to the stories, and that stuff do make people do dumb shit listening to it. But it take years and years of pumping it to your head. But what it did to our, like when we first was hearing Tupac or different rappers from where I was at in our neighborhoods, it could never influence us because we already seen the most influence. You know, we seen guys that was killers. They was killing people when the Isley Brothers was out. They ain't need no rap and no shit to pump you up. You know, so we grew up around that. So if we did hear some street music, only thing it could do is we could relate to it, and that's how we would like certain shit, certain songs. We could relate to it, but a lot of those guys like was plants in the game, like Ice Cube. See or like the whole NWA in Cali. The regular, the gangsters and stuff was wearing Dickies and like even Tukey Williams and them back in the day. My pops, he from Cali, and he used to see Tukey and stuff. He say he seen them at the concert. Tukey and it was 50 deep. He like, man, they say everybody like that's Tukey, that's Tukey, and and those people was already wearing khakis and you know how Cali dress and they was all, but the normal people like Ice Cube and them, they wasn't wearing none of that. They you see the pictures of them. They was regular good kids, and I think somebody planted them and said y'all can use this image. Them Jewish people used them images and knew they had a big plan for later on, man. And we accepted that, and rap just kept on going to the point that they was taking images from my age group. Like we in Detroit, we was wearing Pelly Pellies and Alwasan coats. Alwasan is a Detroit brand, and this was in the 2000s. Ludacris came out on his video with an Alwasan coat on, and we like, how this nigga know about Alwasan? We've been wearing them for years. We like, what? That's some Detroit shit. Nelly and them came with the Air Force Ones and all that. I think they was watching us what the street people was doing and trying to adapt so they can get to us. So now these kids right now is thinking these rappers is street dudes because at first the rappers, was imitating the street dudes and stuff. So they thought they was street gangsters, and now these kids think these rappers like NBA YoungBoy and all that is street dudes, but them guys are plants. And now they got their mind so gone that these young boys is, wearing homosexual clothes, tight clothes. They just killing for no reason. It don't be nothing at all. See, the neighborhoods always was violence and stuff like that. But now it's just, anybody just doing stuff. That's why I stopped listening to rap a long time ago because not even that I in fear that it'll make me do nothing because I'm a full grown man. Can't nothing. If you come messing with me, I'll bust your head while shit church music on. I don't give a fuck what it is. Hey, anything. I'll pull up on you, listen to the Spinners, and get it popping if you disrespecting my man. So you don't need no rap. But some of these young kids, these rappers make them do drugs, all that. Like rappers couldn't make us do no. They wasn't even talking about the drugs yet. But they talk about liquor like gin and juice and all that. When Snoop and them came out with that, that didn't make us drink liquor because we was already sneaking and drinking liquor as little kids, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. Now I got the shit beat out of me for being drunk before I was my son age, before I was 10. My mama done beat the shit out of me. So rap couldn't influence us like that. Only thing it could do is relate to what we was already doing. But nowadays, the programming always turning little girls into, you know, I don't even want to say the words from listening to the Minaj and Cardi and Megan and all that shit. I wouldn't dare let my daughter listen to that. And it's turning, these Future and all these rappers turn these boys into homosexuals and drug addicts. Like we ain't come from that, and I can't get with the megahertz or rap. That rhythm not even for our rhythm. We not even supposed to be on no megahertz. And the beats come through and had y'all niggas acting crazy. It was a plan from the jump. I wish I could talk more on these videos, but my video gonna die soon. But I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make another video talking clearer about that. But that rap, they was planted. Tupac and all them, they planted them to start bringing a subliminal message to make y'all follow them. Then they start bringing in like real street dudes like Biggie, even Snoop Dogg. They was really street dudes, so we can relate to them. But we before they even came out, we already had, we got our image and stuff. It was from the streets. Even in pop music, like Michael Jackson learned the moonwalk from the street dude, Boogaloo. He heard this little street cat was doing this certain dance. He had to run out and see it. Boogaloo Shrimp taught him that, the moonwalk. So, they'd come in, they wanted to appeal to the streets for a certain kind of way. So at first they used to use the streets so they can be appealing, so they can come sneak upon. And they plan went to now they using the rappers to influence the streets. And you kids following it, believing what these rappers saying, dude, they ain't never did shit. Future probably ain't never been high. He probably never been drunk. But got all y'all popping prescription pills. Cardi B and them probably ain't never even messed with all them men like that. They probably ain't even gay. She probably ain't even no homosexual. She probably love men, a one man, one. But come out here and paint that image and rapping and got y'all doing a whole bunch of immoral stuff, causing abominations on yourself, trying to follow these rappers, and they not even like that. You know, like if I can hear rap the type of music I listen to and they rapping and they talking some shit, I can relate to it. I remember them days or something. But I'm not finna, let no damn rapper tell me jump off a cliff. When we used to hear stupid shit like that, like Eminem and all them rappers like that, we never liked it that in Detroit. When Eminem they try to act like he from Detroit, we never listened to that. We would listen to the real street dudes who was rapping. Like you had to really do something, or your name had to be popping out here for you to be rapping. They had to see something. You had to see some. You had to show some money and clothes. You had to do all that to be a rapper out here. Not, nowadays, these people just pop up out the blue like the little boy just told on everybody from New York. Nobody knew him. The little white Mexican boy with the pink hair and all that. I don't even know his name. 69. No, nobody knew him. And he pop up. You couldn't do that back in the day. And y'all let these type of dudes influence y'all kids. Rap never influenced us back in the day. And they got their clothes and stuff off they seen off of us. When rap came out, tried to make everybody in the ghetto wear all that African shit, the niggas in the hood weren't wearing that shit. The niggas in the hood was still wearing, they started wearing Nautica and Guess and what's that shit called? Used and shit like that, Damage. And then the rappers started wearing it. I seen Used and Damage and all that on the streets before I seen a rapper on TV with it on. And that was around here. We had Hollywood Fashion up on Linwood. They used to have the clothes, Carl Canal. Like I said, I remember Tupac used to advertise Carl Canal on shows, on TV, but I seen niggas wearing Carl Canal way before I even heard his name. I ain't hear about Tupac till like the fourth grade. I was already seeing Carl Canal and all that type of shit where niggas was wearing, you know, back when niggas was wearing cross colors and all that. I didn't see that on TV first. So basically what I was saying was they use, I'm gonna say it again, back in the day the artists and stuff used to look for the street, like Run DMC and them, they look toward the street people to find their image so they can come out and be appealing to the street people. But nowadays, these kids look toward the rappers for their image and style and attitude. I hope this video was kind of clear. Yeah. Me and my man Dude was talking about this. And I'll shoot it again. I really was trying to hurry up because I don't know when this camera cut off, so I couldn't get my words out clear. But yeah, you beware what y'all listen to and what y'all watch, man. Hey, real people don't even listen to that shit no way. Like I ain't been into no new rap. I don't know none of these names or nothing. Last rap we used to listen to Detroit rap, stuff like that, and we know these people and shit. We know what they talking about is true. All this shit, that shit y'all listen to now is all a brainwashing program.